Good evening. This is the regular meeting of the Louisville Metro City group of Alcoholics Anonymous. My name is Maggie, and I will be facilitating this group using my training as a licensed social worker. This is an open meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous. We are glad that you are all here, especially you newcomers. We ask that all who participate confine their discussion to their problems with alcohol. Let's open the meeting with a moment of silence for prayer, meditation, or to do with as you feel comfortable. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other as they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is an honest desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sector, denomination, politics, organization, or institution, does not wish to engage with any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any cause. Our primary purpose is to help you stay sober and other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Is there anyone present who was at their first AA meeting or in their first 30 days of sobriety? If so, please introduce yourself. We ask this not to embarrass you, but so that we may get to know you better.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I'm an alcoholic, and I'm new to AA.
Hi, Rachel.
Welcome, Rachel. We commend you for taking this first step. Please tell us more about yourself.
Well, like I said, I'm Rachel. I'm 24. I have a 2-year-old son. He's the reason I had the courage to come here today when I realized my excessive drinking wasn't only impacting me, but negatively impacting my son as well. I knew I needed help. I'm really new to this. I'm working on reaching my 30 days of sobriety.
What a great realization, Rachel. Are there any return visitors that would like to introduce themselves to Rachel? Please remember this group discourages crosstalk, which means telling another member what to think or how to act, speaking directly to another person rather than to the group, or questioning or interrupting the person who is currently sharing, or giving direct advice to someone who has already shared.
Yeah, I'll go. My name is Frank. I'm 46 years old. My alcoholism has cost me my marriage and my relationship with my 2 children. So, Rachel, I understand where you're coming from and wanting to protect your son. I started coming to AA meetings when I was about your age. I stopped coming because I placed alcohol over everything in my life. I came back recently after a bad relapse. I still am fighting with my battle with sobriety. I'm having a difficult time keeping a job, and I'm afraid that I may lose my apartment.
Thank you for sharing, Frank. Would anyone else like to share before we jump into some goal setting and discussion?
I'll go. Thank you. My name is Judy, and I'm 60 years old, and I just made it to my 15 years clean and sober.
Congratulations, Judy.
So I previously made it to 10 years sober before my most recent relapse, and sobriety was not linear for me at all. I felt so defeated after making it so far, only to fall victim to addiction again. And now I view my story in a much better light and remind myself of one of the AA promises, which is no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experiences can benefit others.
Yes, Judy. And as the promises continue, the feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear.
Hi, my name is Tiffany. I'm a social worker. I wanted to start out today's meeting and ask what made you all decide to attend AA, whether you all were like forced, recommended, persuaded, whatever.
I'll go.
Yes, Judy?
So I've been coming to these meetings for quite a long time, and it had taken me a while to actually admit that I had a problem. I was persuaded by my family to attend AA meetings, and I had struggled with sobriety for years, and my journey was, as I said, not linear, and I've been sober for 15. But it's hard for me to continue my work and count the years and really stay sober, so that's why I wanted to attend.
I understand how hard it must have been to not count those years, but thank you for acknowledging it and for bringing up how recovery isn't linear. Thank you for sharing. And do you have anything you would like to share, Frank?
I've tried AA a couple times already. I still don't know if this is the right program for me. I haven't stayed in any of the groups long enough to see if they actually are helping me. I was forced to come to AA the first couple times. For this one, I decided to give it a try again. I haven't been able to keep a steady job, and like I said, and my landlord has had it, and I may lose my apartment if I don't go to these meetings.
Thank you for sharing, Frank. I can see that you've had a hard time committing to AA. Do you think that this time it'll be different?
I guess I don't really have a choice at this point. My landlord and my kids won't help me out unless I go.
I see. Do you think you'll be more motivated to at least try to commit to AA so you don't lose your apartment?
Yeah, I don't want to be homeless or anything.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Frank. What about you, Rachel?
Oh, some things happened, and I'm afraid that if I don't stop and I don't show any effort to get better, that they might take away my son.
Oh, do you mind further explaining yourself?
Well, I'm raising my son myself, so I'm a single mother and an alcoholic. I'm afraid if I don't try to get better, that my son will be taken away from me and that he might have to live with his dad. I don't really want him to live with his dad because my son is everything to me, so I can't bear to lose him.
Yes, go ahead, Judy.
Um, Rachel, I'm really sorry to hear that. I also had trouble caring for my children while being an alcoholic. They were honestly the reason that I finally decided to get treatment and become sober. So I feel for you, and I know you can get through this.
Thank you for showing your support and sharing everything, Judy. I'm sorry to hear that as well, Rachel. Do you think these AA meetings have been helping you out in any way?
Thanks, Judy. I really appreciate that. Yeah, in a way, I think they're helping. It's nice to know that other people have been through the same thing and that they were able to overcome it. And I really do appreciate the support I get from attending these meetings. It's relieving to finally talk to others who actually understand.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Rachel. I'm glad that AA has helped you in some way. Does anyone else want to share how AA helps or hasn't helped them in any way?
I'll go again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I mean, for me, I've been able to live a total years of 25 years sober. And again, I know that there wasn't an instance, and technically it was only 15 years consecutively, but AA was able to help me achieve both of those milestones. The support I received from the other group members helped me persevere through it, honestly. The groups that I've been in the past were very encouraging, and I was able to learn a lot from them. And as you all can see, I continue to come to these meetings to help support and encourage others like Rachel. And I also come as a form of caring for myself.
Thank you, Judy. I'm glad to know that AA has helped you for so long and through all of that. I'm also happy that you mentioned that you continue to come to help support yourself and others. That was very meaningful. Again, thank you for sharing. Frank, is there anything else you would like to add?
I mean, personally, AA hasn't really helped me out in any way. Again, it could be due to the fact that I just haven't attended enough AA meetings consecutively.
That's true. I'm glad you included that last part. Do you think AA has the potential to help?
I've seen how it's helped others, and I hope it can also help me.
I'm glad you see it that way, Frank. Thank you for sharing. I want to thank you all for everything that you all shared today. Thank you for being vulnerable with all of us. I see that AA has been able to help some of you all with becoming sober. I hope that AA will help you all to become sober in your journey. I do think AA will be beneficial for you all.
It is important that we're able to formulate goals for each of you. This way, we're able to get the support and resources that you need from this group. We should set individual goals so that each of you are on track to have your needs met. Judy, let's start with you. What do you feel is most important for you in participating in this group?
Well, since I've maintained my sobriety, I think I would just want to make sure that I can stay sober. I don't want to fall down that path again where when I've been doing so well, I've been down that road before, and I was really struggling and tired of the way my life was going. I was miserable.
Yeah, that's definitely important. I think it will be important to have regular attendance at these sessions. Being able to have an established support system is crucial to maintaining your sobriety. You may struggle at times, and it's okay to lean on your peers for support. Let's set a goal to attend this meeting once a week. Rachel, what do you want to get out of this group?
Honestly, I have no idea. I feel so lost and I don't really know what to do. All I know is that I want to get away from alcohol. I feel like I have no one who can relate to, so I really want to find some form of support and lean on these people when things get tough.
I understand. It sounds like you're making a good step towards coming to this meeting. That is a big step in making a change. It's okay to feel lost and confused. Regular attendance is important in making change and establishing support with the other group members. It may be difficult, but it's important to know that this is a safe place to receive advice and help. If you're hesitant to continue attending the meeting, please reach out to me or to a fellow group attendee. Let's set a goal to also attend this meeting once a week. This way you can test out the waters of a substance use counseling group. What about you, Frank?
I relate to Rachel not knowing. I've tried this many times before and still struggle and feel lost on how to improve my life. My kids don't talk to me anymore, and I've just lost hope.
Recovery can be difficult and a tricky path to sobriety. It is great that you all are able to relate to this to help each other out. A great goal would be for everyone to attend this meeting once a week. Making a commitment to this is important to making change. We have set individual goals, so now let's set group goals. We'll all meet once a week. This is important to establish a routine and a commitment to recovery. Another goal would be for everyone to share a story once or twice a week if you're comfortable. It sounds like you all may be able to relate to some different life struggles as well, and it can make for a good conversation. For this group to function most efficiently, we will need to strive to meet everyone's goals while also maintaining group cohesion.
All right, welcome back, you all. As we previously agreed upon, this will be our final session of this group. I'm here to remind you all of all your hard work that led to the change and the success of meeting your goals. I ask you all that we take this time to reflect upon your accomplishments and project into the future with continued growth. Rather than look at this as the ending of our group as a goodbye, I think we should need to leave room for the next hello. I want to take this hour to discuss changes each of you want to make in your lives based on what you have learned. Additionally, I want to open up the dialogue to discuss any anxieties and fears that you have overcome since the development of this group.
In the beginning, I feared the unknown. I did not expect to gain any value from this group or find any meaning in my life. Thanks to this group, I was able to find strength in relationships. Due to my divorce and lack of communication from my children, I gave up on forming any kind of meaningful bond, especially with strangers. This group has taught me the importance of finding support in order to maintain my sobriety.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Frank. And I think we can all utilize the skills and the knowledge learned in this group and apply them to various situations in our life. Would anyone else like to share?
Yeah, I'll go. I had the belief that once I finished a substance group, that my addiction would be gone. After my first relapse, I realized that the potential for relapse will always be lurking. After deep reflection, I was able to learn how to shape myself to avoid situations and people that could trip the physical and emotional need to drink again.
And I'm sure it was not an easy process to explore those deep emotions and feelings towards relapse. So thank you for sharing. And I'm glad to hear that you were able to critically think about your experiences in a manner that was beneficial. Rachel, would you like to speak about what you will do with what you have learned?
I learned to manage my destructive thoughts and behaviors. I targeted those urges to drink by making sure to remain in a safe and supportive environment.
All right. And Rachel, what direction do you want to move towards while practicing those strategies?
I want to move toward the direction that helps me keep my son in my custody. He is my world, and I want to do what's best for our future.
Good, I'm glad. And that direction may be slow and subtle, but it will be worth it in the end. And when this group ends, I encourage you all to participate in activities that continue to make you feel connected, supported, and happy. Possibly try a new hobby. I mean, explore an area of an interest, get involved with people of similar backgrounds, and ultimately do something that makes yourself proud. What is coming is better than what is gone. And I'm very proud of everything you all have accomplished. And I wish you all the best of luck in the future.